Hi, my name's Katie New, and I'm one of the attorneys at the Liger Law Firm, and today we're going to talk about what bankruptcy can do to certain types of employment. We know that there are a number of things that you consider, and we're frequently asked about what effect this might have on the ability to find new employment in the near future. Specifically, we're asked about military clearances and certain government jobs and clearances there. The answer of whether or not it can affect you really depends. Many applications will ask you if you filed for bankruptcy. A lot of applications will say that any fraud or intentional misrepresentation on your application is grounds for immediate termination. So if you're asked, we would certainly recommend that you're honest about that and take your chances with the information instead of facing termination or misconduct, allegations at some point in the future. Now, with the military or certain government jobs, we have actually heard of the companies or even the military in some instances suggesting that people file for bankruptcy. The reason for this is when your debt-to-income ratio is too high, you can be considered a risk for selling secrets or diverting funds and whatnot. In those cases, it may actually be advantageous for you to file. Now, on the other hand, we have heard concerns that people have that they will be passed up for certain security clearances or certain government jobs. The bankruptcy code actually said, specifically states that you can't necessarily be passed up just based on bankruptcy. And you'll find on the military's website discussion of what bankruptcy can do to you. The military states that they do not pass somebody up for a clearance or a promotion or anything like that simply for filing bankruptcy. It does, however, state that it can be one of a number of factors in the determination. Specifically, it lists that a good rapport and your co-workers as well as commanding officers thinking highly of you may help in this situation. It also may, in certain situations, depend on why you filed bankruptcy. If, for example, there was one triggering incident, an accident, or you have primarily medical bills, it may look differently than if you have what the military would deem to be just financial irresponsibility. So there are certainly a number of things to consider. On the one hand, filing for bankruptcy could create some issues because you are discharging your obligation to pay debts. On the other, a high debt-to-income ratio might actually be more of a hindrance to certain clearances than filing for bankruptcy itself. Of course, bankruptcy is a legal way to discharge debt. If you do have specific questions about how it could affect your career or security clearances, I would certainly recommend that you speak with your attorney as well as your commanding officer if you're in the military or somebody high up within your company that would be able to give you specific advice. If you do have any more questions for us, please feel free to make an appointment and we'd be happy to talk to you about that. Thank you.